Hey kids, what time is it?
Hey, it's Edson with GeekTime TV, and I can't believe we're living in the world where it takes almost $400 million. Actually, it's probably going to be over $400 million to make a movie. You remember the new Captain America? Well, the new Captain America: Brave New World movie that was supposed to come out. It was supposed to already come out. Actually, it's a Captain America movie without Captain America, which is like their first problem with it. It's now the sources are now saying that, let's see, Captain America: Brave New World reshoots reportedly balloon budget to 375 million. It's like they're shooting a brand new movie. Yeah, because the first movie that they made, they knew that was gonna suck, and I don't think the just because they did reshoots, extensive reshoots, it's gonna be any better. Because like I said, the first problem with this movie is it's not Captain America, it's the Falcon as Captain America, because there's not going to be any Steve Rogers in this. So yeah, let me just see. So this is coming from Bounding into Comics, 375 million, and if they're admitting 375 million, then it's going to be more than 375 million. As if Marvel Studios' production problems with Blade weren't bad enough. Yeah, remember Blade, the movie they can't figure out how to even write a script for. It's just a vampire. It's just a vampire hunter killing vampires, but somehow they can't figure this out. A supposed insider is reporting that thanks to its recent round of reshoots, the budget for Captain America: Brave New World has gotten absolutely out of control. Despite facing down threats such as Hydra, the Flag Smashers, and even Thanos, Sam Wilson's biggest challenge yet has proven to be getting his debut solo film off the ground. Well, if you made an actual Sam Wilson Falcon movie, you probably would have had it already been done, and it probably would have done pretty good. And it certainly wouldn't come anywhere near 375 million to make, but they decided to go with this instead. Announced immediately following the series finale of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, the fourth Captain America film. It's not actually a Captain America film, so we'll say the first Falcon film. I don't know. The fourth Captain America film was originally slated for release on May 3rd, 2024. Well, that didn't happen, did it? However, thanks to a combination of 2023 Hollywood Guild strikes and Marvel reshuffling their entire production slate later that year, the film was eventually delayed to its current release date of February 14th. Well, this article is saying its current release date of February 14th, 2024, but I'm sure they mean February 14th of next year, 2025. Let's see. What is he saying? Yeah, you guys. I love how they picked this thing. You guys all knew it was me, didn't you? There's literally no drama. Yeah, exactly, because it's the Falcon. Like all movies, Brave New World was allotted a brief period following its principal photographer to conduct reshoots, the filming of which started in May 2024, which is when it was supposed to be released, and lasted roughly 22 days. But rather than a simple and standard round of additional photography, the reported widespread rejection of the film's initial cut by test audiences instead resulted in these reshoots being used to make a number of massive changes to the overall film, including complete removal of a previously filmed Serpent Society plotline, the introduction of new and as yet unidentified villain played by Breaking Bad star Giancarlo Esposito. Yeah, there's bringing in the big guns actors just to try to salvage this movie, and the addition of more action scenes. So they started off by trying to do maybe just additional photography, but since the test audiences said it was going to be they didn't get what they wanted out of the test audience. The test audience must have said it was so bad, worse than we could have ever thought, and the additional research turned into a brand new movie, basically. So yeah, that 375 million is basically the budget for two movies, one of which they already trashed. Given how labor-intensive they seem, many speculated that these reshoots would end up costing Marvel Studios far more than they were looking to spend, especially in light of Disney's overall goal of getting a better handle on their falling finances. Yet, at the end of May 2024, a purported Marvel Studios insider assured The Hollywood Reporter's Boris Kitt that regardless of film's extensive restructuring, Brave New World's final price tag would come to be significantly less than the reported $270 million it cost to make the Marvels. Yeah, how did that work out for the Marvels? Big bomb is what it was. Unfortunately for Marvel, it now seems this claim may have been nothing more than either misinformed optimism or blatant PR. I would go with the second one, blatant PR fluff, or outright lying. Relaying information relating to him by a contact deeply embedded in the current Brave New World reshoots, World of Reels Jordan Rumi reports that on top of an already confirmed budget of $275 million, these reshoots are set to cost Disney anywhere between $75 to $100 million. To this end, Rumi's contact opinion, it's like they're shooting a brand new movie. Yeah, exactly, because the first one that they tried to do was just complete trash, and I don't think that their second try is going to be much better. Should this figure turn out to be the film's actual budget? Actually, it's not going to turn out to be that film's actual budget. It's actually going to be more, I think. I think when you finally get the numbers, it's going to be upwards over $400 million. The standard true budget equation of double the reported numbers suggests that next Captain America film will need to make anywhere in the range of $700 to $750 million in order to even think of breaking even. So yeah, this is based on the fact that the studio is going to get about 50% of the box office, and while the theaters get the other 50%. So you basically double the budget of the movie to come up with a figure of what the movie has to make to break even, not to make money, to break even. Now, that's kind of a rough estimate because you're going on the 50% equation, but that 50% is more like a domestic agreements that they have with the U.S. theaters. When you go into the worldwide box office, depending on the country, the studios are actually gonna make much less than that. For example, China, I think, only gives back to the studio 25% of the box office, and other countries range somewhere between 25 to 40 or something like that. Maybe some of them will give 50, but many of them don't. So you're not even this isn't even the doubling of the budget is not even an actual number. You're gonna have to this movie is gonna have to make it's gonna have to basically hit $1 billion just to break even, not to make money, just to break even. And this thing is not going to come anywhere close to $1 billion. All that we already know about this movie, the fact that the first try was so crappy that they had to do all these extensive reshoots. Not a lot of hope that the second try is going to be much better. All the superhero bombs we've seen, they mentioned the Marvels bombed at the box office. Indiana Jones, I know it's not a superhero movie, but that's from Disney, bombed at the box office. The Flash and Blue Beetle, I get that those aren't Disney, those are DC, Warner Brothers, but those also bombed at the box office. They're just not making good superhero movies anymore, and for just to think that to even try to come anywhere close that this movie is gonna approach $1 billion, and that's just to break even, it's not going to happen. In light of Marvel Studios' recent string of failures, which I went over some of them, all one can say is in response to this, good luck. Exactly, it's not going to come close to. It's not going to come close to breaking even. It's not coming close to $1 billion, which is what it needs to. It's going to need to break even. But it's going to need to make $1 billion to make even. And all we talked about is actually the operating budget. That's not even throwing in their marketing budget, which would clearly bring it up to the $500 million total number, and that's going to need a minimum of $1 billion. That would mean they would need a minimum of $1 billion box office in order to break even, and it's not going to do it. We've seen the string of movies that have done terribly, superheroes movie that's done terribly, just thought of it, Madame Web bombed at the box office. We've seen how badly the superhero movies have done over the last couple of years, and they decided to make a Captain America movie without Captain America, without Steve Rogers. That was their first problem. I don't know what plot they came up with, but obviously the test audience thought it sucked, and thus the budget had to be a lot higher than they originally planned. I mean, what do they expect? You can't spend this much money on a movie and expect to make money back. Just even if you do everything right, even if you make a good movie, you can't expect to make money off a budget of $375 million. But on top of that, they're just making crappy movies. Just instead of writing good stories, and they're just putting they're just preaching their politics in there, and pushing their diversity standards ahead of a good story. So the moviegoers have responded. They don't want to see these type of movies, and I will be shocked if this movie doesn't bomb, given this budget. I don't know. I just hope that these studios can go back to start making good movies again before they basically go bankrupt. $370 million. I can't even fathom spending that much money on a movie, and they're going to lose money, lots and lots of money. Okay. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think if you think this movie's gonna do how it's gonna do, if it's gonna do okay. I actually have no desire to go see it because I know its history and what whatever crappy story they're gonna put on there. I probably will force myself to go see it just to do a review on it and come back and revisit the box office of it, but. I have no desire based on their recent track record, but let me know. Let me know what you think, and if anybody out there knows what their new story is going to be like, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.